Hi everyone, how are you doing? I hope you all have had a fantastic weekend doing amazing things. I know some parts was a bit hot, especially if you're in New York, but other parts it was nice and cool, so I hope it was perfect wherever you are. Again, welcome to Facts and Two Cents. This is Petal. As you know, we are a channel that supports the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry, Meghan, Big Boy Archie, Baby Lily, Mama Doria, Poola Guy, the chickens, Mama Mia, the Invictus community, and all of us here at Sussex Squad. So, anyway, welcome everyone. Um, my goodness. Well, actually, it has actually been very quiet. It's a quiet Sussex weekend. They are apparently in the UK now, and because obviously Meghan is going to be speaking tomorrow at the One Young World festival. I don't know what do you call it, One Young World meeting or convention or whatever it is called. But she'll be speaking there tomorrow. I think they said it's like 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock New York time. I'm gonna post a link in the show notes, so you can take a look at it wherever you are and on your time, so that way you'll be able to do it. Actually, you can. It seems you can stream it via YouTube. So right here on YouTube. So, anyways, yeah. Again, it's been pretty slow. But I mean, if you look across the pond at the British press, you think the Sussexes were doing like a million things. They were out and about, greeting people and all that stuff. Nope. And Sussex world is very, very, very slow. Nothing is happening. No one has any solid information about anything about the Sussexes. Yet the British press have, been being the British press. They have exclusives after exclusives, and it's just ridiculous. So I am glad our faves are staying out of sight. They are there for business. They are not here for the nonsense of the UK. And I am so happy to see that and hear that. Happy that they're out of sight until tomorrow, and then Dusseldorf on Tuesday, and then back to the UK on the 8th. Um, anyways, so again, they're out there. They're hopefully enjoying their few days there. I don't know. Again, we don't know how long they will be in the UK. We know their engagements per se, the public ones, are ending on the 8th. So don't know if they're going to be leaving right away to come back to the US, or if they're going to stay on a little while, in the UK. So who knows? But we are all very excited to see them and hear from Meghan tomorrow. Of course, we'll hear from Harry on Tuesday at Invictus. Lord willing, he gets them there safely. So, yeah. But anyways, our girl Spotify podcast is doing amazing. She is doing amazing. It is just it has sparked so many interesting conversations all over. So great to see, really. People from all walks of life, just even people, they're on Twitter, they're like, wow, this wasn't even my thing, and then I listened to the podcast and it was completely delightful. People are just really, really enjoying what she has brought to the table, and so kudos to our girl. I can't wait for Tuesday. It's every Tuesday now is Megan's Archetype Podcast Tuesday. So and of course, we know the next guest will be Mindy Kaling. So again, I don't know anything about Mindy Kaling, never read anything about her. So I'm probably just not going to do that until I hear from her, and then I'll go look her up, because I want to talk about, her and, whatever her experience is. I know who she is, don't know anything about her. And so I look forward to getting to know Miss Mindy Kaling. So that would be fantastic. But I'm telling you, Archetypes is just going its merry way, being number one in the US. Joe Rogan has reclaimed number one spot, but again, Tuesday is coming up. She might jump over him again in the US, but it remains number one in several countries, including the UK, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. Those are the huge markets. But in a few of them, it's number 2 and 3. So it is doing great. No complaints about Spotify. It is just, I just absolutely love how this is taken off and how people appreciate it. It's not because Megan is a duchess or any of that nonsense, but truly the content is really, really wonderful. And I'm so glad people are really enjoying it. I listened to especially the Mariah Carey one quite a few times. And I'm actually gonna go back to listen to the Serena one because I hadn't listened to it. I listened to it a few times during the first week, but I hadn't listened to it again. So I've been just sort of have the Mariah Carey one on repeat. So I gotta go back to the Serena one as well, and we'll talk about Serena in a little bit. But it's so funny because UC Berkeley seem to be producing people that Megan really are, enjoy working with. UC Berkeley exec ed, they tweeted out like Dr. Laura Cray, the faculty director of our Women's Executive Leadership Training, was recently a guest on the Archetypes podcast. Obviously, that's the first one with Serena. Dr. K discusses her research on double standard and ambition with powerful female leaders Meghan Markle and Serena Williams. And it's so cool. I love that because, again, talk about Berkeley. Um, that's who she chose for an alum is who she chose for to write the article in the cut. So Alison P. Davis also, she's a Berkeley journalist. She was an she was there in 2010. She was an alum in 2010. So it just you know I love that they are excited about working with Megan. They're excited about their people, especially the professor, um, being a part of it and sharing her knowledge. I mean, it was really incredible what she shared about ambition in the first episode with Serena. And tomorrow is One Young World. Yes, I'm so excited. I know now is tomorrow in some of your countries, but it's not tomorrow yet in my country. So it says your One Young World tweeted out about this, says join us tomorrow as we welcome young leaders from around the globe to Manchester for the landmark event of the year. Let us know where you're watching from in the UK, I guess. So again, I'm going to put the link in the show notes so that way you all can have it there. And when it starts streaming, you can get to watch it as well. And of course, we remember 2019, Megan, and then at the One Young World in the purple, and then at Windsor, they had like it seemed like an all-day event, or at least quite a few hour event that Harry and Meghan went to. That was held at Windsor. So yeah, it's really exciting that Megan is going to be there. She'll be able to use her voice and speak again. I think she's speaking on feminism. I think she's speaking on. I could be wrong, but I think that's what she's speaking on tomorrow. And so, yeah, very excited. Our girl's going to be there. I'm sure, of course, Harry is going to be there as well. So, very excited about that. And it's so funny. I ran into this today. A squatty posted it. Megan is trending. No matter how you type Megan and Harry, whether it's the symbol and, or you just type out the whole word and, either one, you will get a Meghan and Harry trend. It's just like ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous about two people who you hardly ever see. It's amazing. Um, and so it's just maybe I should do a little change music before I even get to this little just nonsense. I mean, oh my goodness, really? It's fun. Well, let's just do a little change music first, and then we'll come back to this. I have to work on my fade there. Definitely needs some work. But I came across this today, and it was just one of those things that it was just like, really? Are you serious? Um, there is this reporter in the UK called, her name is Jenny Bond, and she's one of those like commentators. I guess she goes from, kind of like the Angela Levins of the world that just sort of jump from show to show to show to show, and wherever there's a camera and money, they will jump to. Never mind, that's what they, accuse Meghan of doing. Yet that's what they're doing. So when Meghan made the comment that she's not going to give a picture of her kid to the people who call her kids the N word, all those reporters were up in arms, like, how dare he, how dare she say such a thing? There has never been an N-word in the paper against her, and definitely not against the kid. There is a really code of ethics that is, they never mentioned that before. There's a code of ethics of how we treat women, how we treat children in the papers, and all of this mess. So Scobie obviously had, he tweeted about what the article says, why would I give the very people that are calling my children the N-word a photo of my children before I can share it with the people that love my child? You tell me that, you tell me how that makes sense, and I'll play that game. And so all those reporters have been up in arms that, Meghan is lying, she's a fantasist, that nobody has ever called her, the N-word, whatever. And we did on the last episode, went through all like these screenshots and stuff of reporters. Yes, they're not using the literal word, but it's very clear what they mean when they post those derogatory things. And so Jenny Bond, a reporter who is always criticizing Meghan, decides to contact Scobie about Meghan, saying that, she's not going to give photos to people calling her kids the N-word. She decides that she wants clarification. And so she responds to Scobie posting that. She's like, who do you think she's referring to, Omen? And with what evidence? It would be helpful if you can shed light on this remark. Thanks. And so Scobie didn't respond, and then she, contacted him again, like, oh, I hope you saw my tweet and whatever. So this was Scobie's response to her. Scobie says, as a reporter, you should start by asking her team. The outrage over this quote is a problem in itself. Racist undertones in articles, columns, and certain papers, widely unmoderated online reader comments where the N-word is regularly published, already tell the full story, in my opinion. And so she didn't press it. She moved on. She's like, thanks. As you appear to be so close to her team, I would think it would be helpful to explain her allegation and elucidate to whom it is directed. As you know, her team does not engage with many British journalists. I thought you might be able to clarify. Best wishes. Scobie's like, look, yeah, I saw those articles that you guys been posting, and I saw, know that you have been in contact with trolls. So yeah, and those trolls use this word, liberally. And on top of that, I looked at that and I'm like, it's exactly what we talked about the last episode. It's like, you don't need to literally say the word for us to know that's what you mean. We understand your coded language. We understand why you would put stuff like niggling and all of that stuff. And we very, very, very much know your tactics. And so I'm glad Scobie, how he responded to her is like, look, racist undertones in articles, columns, and certain papers, widely unmoderated online readers' comments where the N-word is regularly published, already tells the full story. And I absolutely love it. She went away. Besides, she got ratioed because, there's just a wide proportion of people that basically dislike her or basically dislike her stance and things. And so they were basically telling her off. So anyways, changing direction completely. It's like that weird story in there. Changing direction completely. And maybe I should put my little change music back on since that we are changing direction absolutely quickly. I think it'll work on my fades here. Okay, so Yeah, still needs work. Anyway, so Well Child is all they are also celebrating. It's like the Well Child in association with GSK is just 4 days away. They are counting down the days. We cannot wait to share the stories of our inspirational winners. Read aloud. Winners read about let's just read that again. We cannot wait to share the stories of our inspirational winners. Read about their winners at wellchild.org. So I'm going to put the link where you can read about all the kids who are going to be honored at the Well Child award. So, and then we know how that works with Harry and Meghan. They're going to be there meeting all of them personally, spending time with each of them, and then they do the big ceremony. So I look forward to that. It's going to be amazing. Um, and Invictus are up to their amazing self. The Invictus Foundation shared this today. Congratulations to members of the members of Team Romania who received the Order of Sports Merit and medals of sports merit. The entire team was awarded these honors for their display of talent, dedication, and professionalism at the Invictus Games Hague 2020. So the gifts from Hague just keeps giving. It's amazing. So congratulations to Team Romania who received the Order of Sports Merit and the Medal of Sports Merit. So kudos to them. And at the bottom here, you see a little bit of the medal at the bottom there. So awesome, Team Romania. And Sussex, Invictus and Better Up, as we know, have teamed up. And so they are offering coaching, professional coaching from Better Up. Invictus, they said registration is still open for those in the Invictus community, including family and friends who wish to receive professional coaching with Better Up. But what is coaching? Let us explain, and then they go into explain what their coaching is and all of that stuff. But if you know anybody who is a vet and who you think that can benefit from these programs, them and their family, please, the link will be in the show notes. Give it to them. If it's you, please contact Invictus Games so you can be part of taking care of yourself with this invaluable coaching. So kudos to Better Up and their complete dedication to making sure every single servicemen and women have what they need to be able to heal and get better. So kudos. And oh, I love this so much. I love this so much. Although very, very sad, Serena Williams has called it a career. She lost in the third round of at the U.S. Open, and she has evolved away from tennis, as she says, and of course, doing her signature twirl. I'm so proud of her and the journey that she has taken me on. I feel like I grew up with Serena, and just to see her fire, and I didn't even get a chance to watch the match, but I was kind of following it on Twitter, and it was intense. Her final match. I mean, she fought and fought and fought, and eventually, didn't succeed in the match. But she succeeded in anything else. And one of the things I love with the twirl is Alvin Ailey. I almost cried when I saw this. As we know, Serena has several twirls that she did after she's won a match or a tournament or whatever, and Alvin Ailey decided to honor her with twirls. They just imitated her twirls and did their thing and did the twirls. Every twirl that Serena did, they imitated those twirls. And I just thought it was just the most beautiful and priceless gift to give to someone and to give them on their birthday. It's like, oh my gosh, to give that, not, I'm so sorry, did I just say birthday? To give that to her on her evolvement. And so it brought tears to my eyes to see that, and so it was like a thank you, Serena, and they honored her with twirling and letting her lead, and them following her twirls. And I loved it. I absolutely, it's probably one of my favorite celebrations of someone that I have seen. It was just like so out there, and I was like, oh my gosh, so it's just like, yes. So kudos to Alvin Ailey and Serena. And today was Beyonce's birthday. I had no idea until later. And of course, we know on the left with that beautiful time she met Meghan at the the Lion King premiere in the UK. What a beautiful evening with two queens hanging out. And I will always be grateful to Beyonce and Jay-Z for this incredible image of Meghan in the background. And I just ever since then, like my heart has been, like I'm not a huge Beyonce fan, but compared to how I was before, I am just so, I'm blown away by her. Just the things that she would be able to do, her creativity and all of those things. I'm like, totally. So happy birthday, Beyonce. I hope you had a fantastic time celebrating with Jay-Z and the kids and everybody else who's been celebrating your birthday. Happy, happy, happy days. Um, so that's it, guys. I'm a very, very, very short podcast today. It's been a long weekend. I was working on doing a music video, and so today it was kind of supposed to rest, but didn't. But I'm happy, to be able to share this, just a little bit. Again, the Sussexes have been very, very, very quiet, so there is really not much on their end until tomorrow. So that's why, I didn't want to spend any time really focused on the British press. So, tomorrow we'll have a fun time recapping what happened at the One Young World event. We could talk about it. But for now, this is just it, a little bit of weekend roundup. Sussex, quiet. I think I named it Sussex Quiet Before the Feast, because tomorrow we'll be feasting. So this is the quiet time. So anyways, thank you so much to all the people who've supported our channel. I know our incredible moderators who are there in the chat with us when we do lives and premieres. Moderators, Lydia Washington, Church Nelly, Karen M, Julia Rock, Cookies and Cream. Thank you all so much for making our space beautiful and safe. And I appreciate every single thing you did. You don't have to do it. I mean, you volunteered to, or participated when I had asked to monitor the chats, and I could not do, and we couldn't do this without you and without you guys keeping it safe. So thank you so much. And to all our wonderful 2 Cents crew members, thank you so much for supporting the channel, supporting the work we're trying to do, the things we're trying to do. And I appreciate each and every one of you for supporting us in this way. And again, 2 Cents crew, you support the channel monthly, and I really, really, really appreciate that. So thank you guys, and thank you to all of you who I still haven't gotten that list yet. All of you who have supported us through the super chats, super stickers, PayPal, Cash App, through merchandise, all of those things where you can support us. But thank you so much for just already going in there and supporting us in that way. Huge, 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 huge thanks for everything that you've done for the channel. So anyways, do as the little scrolly thing down at the bottom says. Please subscribe and click the notification bell if you haven't already. And please like this video, like it and share it with your friends. You can clip a portion of this where you see that scissor. You can clip about a minute and share it with your friends, and it'll link back to the video. That would be a great way to help us as well. So again, thank you so much for hanging out with me for the few minutes that you're going to see this. I'm actually going to drop this probably at midnight tonight. So you'd be like, why, Petal? Why are you dropping something in midnight of all times? I'm like crazy. Because I'm crazy. And because somewhere in the world it's day for somebody, our squatties in Australia, this is daytime. So they'll get first dibs while America sleep. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. I look forward to doing a live with you, and again chatting about all our faves and what they're doing in the UK. So I love you guys. I will see you next time. Okay, bye.